Back at the drums again. Why, I'm back in the throne again. Please don't judge me too much. Actually, it's okay. It's what I'm here for. I mean, could you imagine if I'm here, I'm practicing live on Twitch, and if I can't take criticism, then I'm going to be in a heap of trouble. Some things I play better traditional grip than others. But if I played drum set traditional grip, I would have to change many elements of the physical setup because the left hand is so different. There are some things I play better with traditional grip. I have this problem. I have this problem hitting my microphone. I have this problem, and I've always had it, where if I'm going too fast, I have difficulty maintaining this lockdown right here on the stick. And so this gets loose and the stick progressively chokes back by itself because it's wiggling itself out. And so I realize I'm talking to myself right now, but it helps me think. And I've had students in the past where I had to tell them the same thing. Of course, we were playing much slower things. If I'm just practicing rudiments, for instance, it's not that big a deal, you know. But if I have to start playing, some of this has to do with the, holy smoke, what's going on here? It keeps lagging on me. But if I have to start playing fast, and especially changing the angle, not the angle, but the where my arm goes, like this, first of all, this would have to change right here. If I'm playing traditional, the hi-hat, I'd have to do something different here. Like the toms would have to actually be higher than the hi-hat, I think, in order to make that work. I don't know for sure. I've never set up a drum set specifically for traditional grip. But then, as you can see, it's wiggling its way out. So that's the main reason I don't use traditional grip is mainly has to do with me. But I always used traditional grip when I was playing rudimentally, just snare drum solo. So, see, it even fell out of my hand right there. So that's how that goes. Really, I ought to raise my snare a little bit. I feel like it's too low. I just feel like I'm reaching for it a little bit too much. It could be I'm sitting up higher. I don't know. Put the mic back up. Of course, that changes the angle of the mic a little bit, but yeah. I don't think it made that much of a difference. There's one thing I wanted to do. There's this channel on YouTube called Study the Greats, and this guy takes some fills from famous drummers, and uh, almost, I shouldn't say almost, definitely sorts it out and transcribes it. Let me see if I can. And I've been on a Dave Weckl kick lately. I mean, I've always known who Dave Weckl is, but I tend to only go after like one drummer at a time. For a long time now, it's been Keith Carlock, because I felt like a lot of what he did was it's accessible for rudimental players like myself to learn a little bit more quickly than other things. I'm not saying that it's easy. There's just it fits a certain play style that I happen to already sort of have. So it was kind of easy to get into. And his playing is often described as swampy, which makes sense because he grew up in the swamp down in Clinton, Mississippi. Man, fortunately, I don't have YouTube going through this. Too much gain on that. Whew. There we go. Okay, so this guy's going to figure this out. I'll put it a little bit in the...
Watch this clip. I'll let it loop a few times, and then you'll see the fill that I'm talking about.
That wasn't me. That was that guy. So he has a really good high-sounding tom. Mine doesn't quite sound that high. He's using what looks to be clear ambassador heads. I think that's generally... Weckl always uses thin heads. I used to as well. Well, I still do in some cases. But I'm using clear pinstripe, which is a little thicker, because some of the stuff I've been playing isn't fusion-ish. It's a little bit harder country rock, and deeper sound makes better sense there, I think. But as I've used these, I've thought, you know what, screw it. I'm going to just get the sound that I want, and if the band I'm playing with doesn't like it, I don't think they're going to fire me over that. Because I used the other type for a long time. It didn't bother them, so... They let me use whatever I want. So let's see.
Yeah. Sick. All right. Let's slow that down a little bit.
Slow it down. Something like that.
I'm not sure if it's exactly correct, but it's pretty close.
Oh, it's in 6/8.
I
wonder.
Could be off, but I'm pretty sure most of it's correct. So let me just play you what I got here.
So he plays two. So he plays 2 bar of the beats. Something like that. I guess that's the cool thing about 6/8. You can just triplet up the whole thing. So without even looking at this, you could kind of, let's see. So when he starts the fill, so I'm just going to read the transcription. When he starts the fill, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He goes into, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6. So those are the triplets he's doing. I was sort of talking myself through this here. I can't see the chat. There is no chat. Okay. So he comes off with a cymbal and he goes, with the right hand. Well, I need to make sure that that's okay. How many toms? Okay. Let's just see what he says about this. Because of the notation. Oh, okay, I see.
Okay, so let's break this down. So you can either count this in like 3/4 or 6/8. I kind of like the 6/8 feel for this one, so it's kind of like a do do da ga do 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 ga. So that's kind of like the groove that this whole thing is built off of. Okay, so the fill actually starts right here.
Mm-hmm.
So you got a left on the snare, and that is a triplet. So left, right. So Dave Weckl, if you've watched any of his like super old DVDs, he has a section in there about hand and foot combinations over triplets, which was kind of like a big eye opener for me on like on how to play fills and stuff like that. So you'll see a lot of this kind of stuff with Weckl fills. It's a lot of like right left foot, left right foot, foot right left, foot left right, kind of it's whatever. He's kind of like the master at that. So this is one example. So left right foot, right left foot.
So was John Bonham.
And then it goes into a paradiddle with a couple accents on the beginning, but that's phrased over triplets. It's the and then here we got like a 6-stroke roll with a couple high toms thrown in there, and all the ghost notes are on the snare. So right, left, left, right, right, left, right. This is a big accent on the snare. And then that goes into another triplet, so left, right, and then foot on the 1. So foot, right, left, foot, foot on the 1. So
okay, I think I figured out the where the toms are on the staff. That's the big hurdle of it right there. So there's no what is the X at the top? Is that just the bell?
It's all 16th note triplets all the way, and he's just got some hand and foot combinations, some paradiddles, some 6-stroke rolls, and just finishes out strong on the floor toms. So let's watch it one more time.
No, he finishes on the kick. Much the bot sounds amazing too.
So that's it. Let's go to the kit and see if I can play this.
Here comes an ad.
Now that
No.
we've helped people customize and save with Liberty Mutual, we can finally do some beach reading.
No ads. I need to put this off to the side here. There we go. There we go. Thanks, Kay. What is this? There we go. It says, I think it says, everything I know I learned on the street. I think my mother-in-law got that for me. How long have I been streaming? Uptime. Go exclamation mark uptime. Because I don't oh wait a minute, there it is. 16 minutes and some seconds. Yeah. So I'm trying to learn this fill that Dave Weckl did back in the 80s. So I'm practicing. I'm not playing any songs right now. I'm kind of learning this fill because it might, if I figure this fill out, it might help me. It might help my fluency around the kit a little bit. I won't, not like I ever want to use this fill specifically. It might just give me some more ideas for fills. Okay, so the guy who's emulating it, his issue is, I mean, I'll probably have this issue too. The only reason his doesn't sound as good is because his strokes aren't quite as even as Weckl's, but that is a tall order. His setup is similar to mine.
All right, so let's
break
this down a little bit. Let's start with the groove that he uses to get into this thing. It's like a relaxed kind of 6/8. You can count it in 3/4 if you want.
Yeah, I get it. I think I need to read the transcription. I think that's going to be it. So, the first 4 notes, it looks like. See, that's weird. The reason this one sounds good is because Weckl did not start it with the kick drum. He started the fill in the middle of a triplet. That's why this sounds. That's what gives this fill its unique sound. I think right off the bat, he decided to just start it in the middle of a triplet. So it's like triplet, triplet 1 or 1 or 3 or whatever count that is in the middle of the measure. It's not 1. It's 5 actually. Let's see. Well, I've collected everything in Wind Waker. Oh, okay. All the heart pieces. You got all the heart pieces. That's probably more than I'm going to accomplish. Treasure charts. Nintendo Gallery. At the final boss. So you're basically 100%. Optimus, guys, is Mr. 100%. He does not like to play a game unless he can find everything in it. He's got some weird quirk about doing stuff like that. And Kay, now that you're here, yeah. So yeah, Decon is, he's streaming solitaire, and I don't know if he's doing it as a joke or whatever, but I think it would be hilarious if because he has a lot of buddies on Twitch, so he can probably at least get to affiliate. It would be hilarious if we could make him partner just by playing solitaire with no face cam. But look, I mean, you can't buy popularity, no matter what Big Follows says. So, gotta break it. So he's got Weckl also has a floor tom over here on the left side. I don't have that. So now, I don't know how to accomplish this without maybe hitting that again. So maybe I'll just substitute that. Yeah, this is a big struggle right here. Me trying to read music, which I don't normally do anymore. If I could get that triplet 1, that would be a good start. Yeah. So now I need to get away from the page now and just kind of feel it. Now I just need to feel it because I know what the notes are. I missed another kick drum. So that's it. Got to play it slower. I told my students in the past, you got to play it slow until it feels good. It doesn't feel good yet. But it does have to groove. You got to have a groove with it or you won't be able to feel it. So I've got like a thing in my head going I'm not that confident entirely with the second kick drum hit. Yep. Okay, and the next two notes are back on the snare drum, and they're mostly rim shots. And then he goes, but he doesn't go back to the kick, even though that's the natural thing to do. He goes back to the high tom. So I'm going to end up going, yeah. And then is he going to go, yes, he is. Yeah, okay. So this isn't going to make a whole lot of sense out of the context. 1, 2, 5, 6, 1, 2, 5, 6, 1, 2. I mean, that's kind of what it sounds like. And I do, if I just don't look at the page, I can do something like that. Not as sophisticated because he's... let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. to 16th, I could go to 16th notes too. I lost my count. Oh, I did get something there. I got an idea. Something like that. Maybe I should go back to the tom instead of the kick. I could do something like that. I added a note there. There was a 7. There was a 7 in there. There we go. Not enough kick. No. I mean, that's essentially what that is. I thought this was going to be a little tougher. So I think sometimes maybe the fill has more impact if you get 2 in a row. See, I'm having a hard time keeping the triplets within triplets instead of switching over to trying to switch to 16th notes in the middle of triplets, and that's beyond my ability. I'm trying to do a little bit more than I can here. That's feeling a little bit better. I like that better. Dinner tonight will be Little Caesars Pizza. Puppet Gannon is beating me. Oh, I forgot about Puppet Gannon. Forgot all about it. Hey, Truffle Puffler. Digging the practice? All right, cool. Work and lurk. I'm doing well. I could use some water, though. I brought up coffee instead of water. That's probably a mistake. So there's actually let's see, because everybody knows by now who watched me the other day or yesterday, I guess it was, that I'm kind of fanatical about Steely Dan. A little bit less fanatical than I used to be. But I still really like to play along to their tunes because it seems like if you go through Steely Dan's catalog, there seems to be just about something for everybody. There's a lot of different, especially for drummers, there's a lot of different styles and grooves involved. And so just within that one, just with that one band, you can you can play almost everything. But the 6/8 feel kind of fits into 2 Against Nature a little bit, especially the halftime part of it. When they've done it live recently, they kind of added that, and I have to wonder if Carlock saw this video and thought, yeah, let's do that halftime 6/8 thing. Got that idea. I don't know. I've only met him once, and I don't know what he's like in a working environment. I don't know like how often he throws out ideas, or if he even does. I'm sure he gets plenty of them, but yeah. Let me find this, play along to it, and need to find it live. Actually, no, I don't. I can play along to the cover, as long as it's not too loud. I don't want to get in trouble for it. Of course, there's
Not
an
that
ad.
easy, but Grammarly can help. This sentence is grammatically correct, but it's wordy and hard to read.
Yeah, that's not too loud. My drums will be way louder than that. Probably barely hear it. Okay. Optimus was watching Pro Jared stream last night, and he was talking about pizza. At first, he thought he ordered his food, and then he found out he didn't. Now you want pizza today. Oh, I've never done that, where I like imagined I ordered food, but I actually didn't. So he's sitting there waiting on his pizza to get delivered, and it never shows up. He's like, what the heck, man? I could see that. Okay, so I'm going to play along to this little 6/8 feel a little bit. Need it to be a little louder, I think. Try to throw in my fills. The actual track has the drummer on the ride cymbal. I don't want to do that right now. I should mute my vocal. It's clipping through. It's hard to play along sometimes when you're trying to do specific things. Of course, that's too many. Okay, now you beat it. You know, I remember having the worst time with the puppet Ganon, because it was difficult to hit. I may have raged. I may have had a little bit of rage with that, with the puppet Ganon. Now that I think about it. So I guess this is my thing for the day. This 6/8 triplet thing I've got. Some variant of it. You know, just because the Weckl thing was transcribed, he never would have played that the same way twice. If someone asked him to replay that fill, he'd probably be like, I don't know what I played there. I just played. You know, digga-da-digga-da. I played what was in his head at the time, you know. And then, but of course, by the time, sometimes I don't have anything in my head when I get to the end of the fill, so you just kind of blow up like I did just right there. So you got to do something to get to count 1 of the next bar. And it depends on where you started in the previous measure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Do I like Queen? Sure. Yeah, some Queen. Yeah. Yeah, Queen's cool. I've covered some Queen, I think, in a band a couple times, now that I think about it. Like, what sort of Queen are you talking about? The British Queen. Yeah, like Freddie Mercury Queen. The British Queen, the Queen of England. She's all right. I've never had an argument with her. Easy come, easy go, little high, little low. Anywhere the wind blows doesn't really matter. Yep. Well, let's see. How would you play that? That's a strange. When they get to the rock out part of that, it's kind of it's a shuffle, but it's not a shuffle. Because the guitars are just going da 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 da. It's like they're playing a drag triplet. So is the drummer. Dude. I don't know. So yes. Well, thanks for stopping by. A person that is poop. I've never heard of a person that was made entirely out of feces. I feel like that's not possible. Love to get Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks. I've heard neither one of those games is good. I'm just saying. I've not heard good things about either one of them. I heard that they were just kind of flung together, you know, for the DS, and that was it. The ultimate DS, the 3DS game Link Between Worlds, is probably the one you want to get. Easy come, easy go, little high, little low. Mama, mama just killed a man. Put a gun up to his head. Pull the trigger, now he's dead. I really can't sing that high normally. Lately, I've been having a run of good luck with my voice. I call it good luck because I don't practice singing ever. I have no reason to. I don't sing lead in my band. Foo Fighters. Food Fighters. Hey, Foo Fighters. I played some Foo Fighters too. Actually, I really love Dave Grohl as a drummer because, he's one of those drummers that he played hard rock and metal and refused to use a double kick and would just, do this the whole time. Would just do all those fills, But yeah. You know what else I was going to do was kind of screw around with my effects here on my mixer. And I know I've got reverb here. I need to take the verb off of my channel before I do that. What is this? What is this? Why can I not select a channel? Here we go. Okay. Let me go to channel. Effects. Let's take all of the effects out of my channel. So now I can... Here we go. I can unmute the verb, turn it up. I should be able to hear it through my aux. Yep. It's definitely there. But is that the kind of verb that I would want? I think it's a little bit too... Let me go to the EQ on the verb. I may have dumped a little bit too much of the low end out of it. I'm not even sure that's what I want. Although, wait a minute. Maybe there's just not enough of it. Let's turn it up. Yeah. I don't know. I've got it on the toms too, though. Turn it up a little bit on the toms. I guess some of it's bleeding through. Yeah, it's like big stadium there. But I've got this too. Let's see if this is still working. Where's 4? It's not working at all. Oh, that would explain why. The effect's not even correct there. Let me see if I can find it. Chamber. Gated reverb. There we go. Level. It's a little bit, geez, Manelli. I need to turn the low, let's turn the low cut up. There we go. This is bleeding through the tom mics there, which still have the verb. No, it can't have the verb because. So, what is it that has verb on it? That's not the room, is it? I think that's the room. Huh. Yeah, nothing does. That's the room. Can't get rid of the room. Sorry. That's cool. Okay. Enough foolishness. Yeah, carrying help with the groceries. Gosh darn it. Gotta earn your keep, man. There's this other stuff that they do. Some pro level drummers are really good at alternating between the right hand and the bass drum really fast. I'm not good at doing that. So maybe I should practice like doing some triplet fills, like and alternating kind of between the toms and the kick. Because it's hard to keep it even, one right after the other. Yeah, because I end up going instead of my right foot gets out of sync with my right hand, and the kick drum ends up late. I wonder if I could, maybe you could alternate hands too. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. That's weird. Well, that is weird. I should practice that because I can't do it. And then I questioned myself: should I be accenting? Should I be accenting on the downbeats or not? Then I end up chopping into my stick. Cymbal, I think, would have to be positioned differently to do that. But the weird thing is, this doesn't sound very good when I do it. It doesn't sound very good, even when it is more even. I feel like this is the kind of thing you would do in the middle of a fill. Like, it could just be the way, it could be the tuning. There's not as much natural high frequency information out of these types of heads than there are on the coded and clear ambassadors. I don't know if that's any excuse though. So the thing is, now I have to do it in the context of a groove. Should I do, let's see. I don't know. I don't hear it all the time. Maybe it'd be better with a triplet shuffle feel. Halftime shuffle. I mean, I know a lot of... Hey, Soldier. How you doing? Thanks for coming in. I know this fill exists a lot. I know that exists, but I see fusion players doing this stuff like that. They're putting it in the middle of a fill. It just doesn't work. It's not working. I'm not feeling that. It's not working for me. You have a challenge. Oh, okay. Well, maybe I can live up to your challenge. What is your challenge? Stop sucking. I don't know if I can live up to that one. Chop Suey by Shoot, is that I want to say Disturbed? Is that Disturbed System of a Down? I can't remember. That's been about 20 years since I've heard that, heard the name of that song. Okay, let me look it up. Let me listen to a few bars of it, see what's going on there. I know it's pretty heavy. I may not be able to do it without a double kick. System of a Down. That's what I thought. Okay. It's been a long time. It's been too long. I'm not a metal player either, so we'll see what I can do here. See if I can Dave Grohl fake it.
That's right. TurboTax Free Edition is free. Free, 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 free.
Can't hear anything. What's going on here? Oh, it's going through the... Clumsy me. That is the... I've got that going through the main bus. I don't want that on the main bus. I want that on my bus. Here we go. Okay, now let me hear it. I'll play along if I can jump in on it. Okay, so I have to turn that up in order to play along. If I play along to this, I'm not going to... See, I don't know the form of the song, so I'm just kind of, every time I hear a new section, I try to play along. Maybe I lost them already. Okay, so I don't know the song. That's why I'm missing all of the all the changes. I mean, but I'm listening to it, and I mean, it's not a problem if I knew how the song actually went. But yeah, that's pretty heavy rock right there. Heavy stuff. So, Soldier, if you're still there, that's the best I can do on that at the moment. What's up, Jello? Someone just asked me to play Chop Suey. And I don't know the tune really. I mean, I know of it. Did I do it yet? I just sort of did. The problem is I don't know the tune. It's like I know I'm listening to it. It's like, okay, I can play that beat. I can play that beat. I can play that beat. Problem is I just don't know when they change because I don't know the form of the tune. So I'm like, I can't play like all the way through it without. Oh yeah, Down with the Sickness. That's that's everybody knows that. I mean, really, I'll be honest, it's loud, but it's easy. I mean, that's stuff I've been playing since I was in high school. You know? So, and I can do it. It's not my favorite thing to play. Oh, wow, Jello. Thanks for the sub, man. Wow. You're my favorite person now. Enjoy the Spock emotes. I have Star Trek emotes there. So, live long and prosper. But yeah, that's stuff I played like in high school. I play that kind of stuff. We played yes, and you have been promoted to. Did an alert show up there? Let me know if an alert showed up, because if it didn't, I'm going to be rather perturbed. It did? Okay, good, thank you. I didn't hear it, but that doesn't mean it wasn't there because I've got these buds in. Yes, you are now Lieutenant Jello Soup. Choose your station. You saw and heard it. Okay, good. Good. I think Tactical and Ops is available. And whoever the dude is that's at the science station behind Ops, whoever that guy is. Then we would actually play. We played pieces. I remember I learned Schism. You'll be that guy, dude behind Tactical at the science station. We'll call you Science Station, dude. Get away with doing nothing. You got to be careful though, because if we get into battle, that's usually the first station that shorts out and the debris hits you in the face and kills you. So you want to be careful. It's almost red shirt territory there. Okay. But we also, we played Schism. I need a little more room here to get, just don't wear red. Yeah, wear gold. Fudge! I don't remember how the part goes. See, I learned the end of it. But we never played the end. But the end is only like if you don't have a double kick where I can go with my feet, I can just do the Dave Grohl thing and double it, just do a thunder roll. And that's not a big deal if you've practiced that a lot, which I have. In the I'm trying to think of when I started vibing. I don't normally vibe to hard rock music unless it's like Kiss. For some reason, Kiss is like really stupid, easy, big, dumb rock. But something about it gets me going. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because it's the antithesis of how I usually try to play. Like, because let's see, I was in a band, we played Detroit Rock City. So, and we did it like the live 3 version or whatever version that is, Then in the middle, there's just a little drum break where, you just completely beat the snot out of it, just. That's a tough shuffle to do where I'm doing quarter notes. Maybe it's because I like to do shuffles too, but that's a really hard rock shuffle. I'm gonna see if I can find that. Let me see if I can find that on YouTube. And I don't think Gene will care too much if I play that here. Let me find that and play along with it, because now I kind of want to, just to get it out of my system. But I need to find the right version. I need to find, no, not 06. That's not going to work. Maybe this might be the one. Let me see. It's an older one. Whoa. Nope, that ain't right. That ain't right. Is it? It's not Alive 2. I think it was Alive 3. Let me find Alive 3. Oh, I don't know if this is it either. Well, this might be it.
I know they are following. No, that can't be it. What was it? My favorite band? My favorite band is Steely Dan, which is a stark contrast from what I'm looking at right now.
Hey, Optimus, welcome back. But I'm looking for this specific live version of Detroit Rock City, and I can't find the darn thing. Maybe it's a live 4. No, it's not a live 4. That's for the frickin' orchestra. That can't be right. Yeah, I remember it was when they didn't, it was the time when they didn't use face paint. There was a little bit of time where they weren't using the face paint. Late 80s, early 90s maybe. And but this is not it. If I try to play along with this, I'm just going to lose it. Hey Phoenix, thanks for coming in, man. I can't find. I'm gonna try to play along with this, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to follow it just because it's really, he's the drummer. I can't remember who's playing drums at this time, but he is really playing ahead of the beat. That's not how I generally play, but I'm gonna try it anyway. So bear with me. Okay, there's an ad here.
Virtual whiteboard you need to bring your best ideas to light. It's simple, visual, and easy to master.
You're not going to hear
Plus,
as much
it's
of the
loaded
song
with
as you
features
will
to
of
help
my
you turn
drums
promising ideas into an
because I'm worried
amazing
about
reality.
copyright problems.
This is a song. There's only one city like you.
There's only one city like you.
This song is not about any other city, though some of them may be similar. There is only one. Detroit Rock City.
Gotta turn it up. Gotta turn it up. Can't hear it. They didn't skip the beat like I thought they would. There it is. No, they didn't do it there either. Okay, back to the verse. Oh, here we go. And then they end it all funkily. Duh, duh. I can't match up their ending because I don't know this. Woo! Yeah, in the middle of it, they did a different. I don't know. They did something I wasn't sure. I thought they were going to go into the drum break earlier than that, and then I like to do the big John Bonham thing right after the. Except I can't line it up that fast. There we go. I can only do it on the floor tom. So apparently I can't do it
Cardio burns
with the other
fat,
ones.
right? No. Cardio actually burns
Oh man,
calories,
that was a workout.
usually in the form of carbs in the bloodstream that are then replaced with the very next meal that you eat and
Okay.
stored as more fat.
But-
this is why when you even eat low-calorie foods
What
or
is
run
this?
for an
What is
hour
this?
a
Why is
day,
this still going through there? Am I on the wrong mix again? Yep. Dang it, Steve. Thanks, Jello. Appreciate it. So, oh, and Phoenix, thanks for the follow. I see where you followed there. I can't see my alerts very well because my main screen is on the other side of the room. And on that monitor are also the monitor speakers I use to hear the alerts. I can't hear it from here. Plus, I'm a little deaf, as you can imagine. But the stuff that I normally really like to play is a little bit less intense. It's more vibey. For instance, let me go back to Steely Dan here. And this is a tune that nobody freaking knows. It's a tune called Negative Girl. This is not hard rock. This is what some people might refer to as easy listening or elevator music, I suppose. I can't play it with this microphone in the way. been a while since I played this. Woo, that was dirty as heck. It's been a long time since I've tried to play through that. Now let me explain why that's a hard tune to play. Okay, right after. Yeah, thanks for the bits, man. The bits. You just need to play anime songs and you will get legit pop-up. Anime songs? Isn't that like that Japanese rock stuff? Like from, if they try and take my spot at the top, I shall take their life. Pardon me. What's difficult about that tune, first of all, Vinnie Colaiuta played the track on that, and he's by some considered to be the best drummer in the world right now. You know, at least in contention for it. I know Japanese rock is very drum. We're kind of like, if you're talking about the stuff I think you're talking about, like, I remember a lot of the tunes from, Do I Need Water? I really do, but I didn't bring any up with me. That's okay. I'll just dehydrate. Sorry. I've gone entire gigs almost without drinking water. I'm so bad about drinking water. But it's difficult because normally, you know, when you got a beat, so it's like so you got something like that going. So the first instinct is, okay, so like the bass line beat is, you know, okay, but that tune isn't that heavy. You know, it's not like Toto, like Pamela or anything like that. I know I can hydrate redeem, I just don't do it. I'm a little too stubborn to have other people tell me when to drink water. But okay, so we got something. So they didn't want that. It would be too heavy. So, you know, you did okay. So. Vinny said, no. Let's do this. Let's have nothing on the downbeat. So no accent on the downbeat. Everything's on 2 and 4. Yes, thank you. I pride myself on having a good rim knock, no matter what snare drum I'm using, because that can be the difference between a good ballad and a really crappy one. I'm glad you like that pizza. I'm not a big fan of Little Caesars, honestly, but more power to you. So Vinny said, okay, or somebody said, I don't know if it was Vinny, but let's make the emphasis on 2 and 4. So we're putting the bass drum on 2 and 4 instead of 1 and 3, which feels awkward to play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. See, I missed it right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then he's sort of just noodling with the side stick here. So, and a drummer's first instinct is to go boom on count 1. Bass drum, count 1, boom. You can't do that on this tune. You're not supposed to if you're playing it the way he played it. 1. That's a tough thing to get used to. It took me a little while to kind of get that muscle memory to be able to say, okay, let's change what I'm doing with my right foot, because the inclination is to always do it, something on 1 and 3 or within that zone. But thanks, Jill. I've been studying for most of my life, so I've had some time to think about these things for the past 30 years or so. But that's the kind of stuff. Oh, you playing drums? I like your cut G. Thanks. I have no idea what that means. The band Rose Tattoo. No, I have not. Also, I should also warn everybody. I have I hate to use the word narrow, but a narrow scope of bands and players that I'm familiar with, because I don't like to focus on many things at once. I will take a drummer or a band and focus on them specifically for a long time. Like I have been doing with Keith Carlock for a number of years. I don't, obviously I've never taken lessons with the guy, but I've watched him play. I've watched him do some clinics and kind of figured out what he does. But it's taken me, without having a lot of gigs, to put that stuff into practice. It's it takes a long time. Now I'm just now at 36 years of age looking at this kind of stuff that Dave Weckl does, and I'm discovering that it's really not that far off from the way Keith plays. Keith's playing is a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say loose. Loose is a bad word, but it's loose in a way. It's like people describe him as swampy. Weckl isn't really swampy. Weckl has a bit more of a punch to his playing. It's hard to describe, but yeah. Australian rock band, but more guitar, who I grew up with. Yeah. It's all jazz, just tuned differently. Yeah. But I grew up listening. The thing is, my dad's a guitarist. My dad grew up. He was on the road for a while. Actually, back in the 70s, and probably before that, you could be in a band that nobody knew, but you could still be a road band. You could travel around and play different venues because DJs didn't really exist yet. People wanted to hear music live. And so he would, he was in a band and traveled. And then when I was born, he came off the road, but he was still in bands locally. And so he would have to listen to tunes and learn them. And he would get these tapes, the mix tapes of tunes that the band was going to learn. And I was always listening to that stuff. So I'd end up growing up with whatever music my dad happened to be playing in these different bands, plus the stuff that he liked. So it ended up being a combination of like 80s, like kind of pop rock stuff and the fusion stuff like Steely Dan, Spyro Gyra. Well, not so much Spyro Gyra, but there was some of that in there. So, and then people ask me about, so I go and play with other guys and they ask me about, Led Zeppelin and ZZ Top and Allman Brothers and stuff like that. And I'm like, I mean, I know they exist. I haven't listened to much of it because I didn't grow up with it. So, but it's the same deal. They say, okay, learn this tune. I learn it and everything's fine. I got an unlock emote thing. Yeah, the Picard face palm. I really don't know what to do next. Are you face palming me? Ugh. Face palming myself. Oh, okay. But yeah, so in the last several years, of course, I've been looking at what Keith Carlock does and kind of how he solos, and he, kind of all of his solos. I feel like his style is very accessible for rudimental players, and I grew up with rudiments, and applying the technical skill that you get from rudiments to the drums, which you can always tell the drummers who know how to play rudimentally from the ones who don't on the drum set. I'm not saying that makes them bad. It's just that they play differently. For instance, rudimental people who know rudiments, they're going to play a long roll, the roll. They're going to play the double stroke roll a lot, as opposed to the multiple bounce. Even though in the tune I just played, there was a little bit of a buzz roll. So, but and studying Keith, he likes to play really what some people call swampy, almost like Bernard Purdy, where you're kind of just playing a groove and you're noodling around with it, which I'm not that great at doing still, even though I've been trying to do it for years. So trying to keep the hi-hat going. I can't do it. So I can do that. I don't like to solo. Dude, I grew up with music and bands. So good. Again, thank you. I've just been playing for a long time, and honestly, I'm hard on myself. I feel like because I didn't make a career out of playing drums, but I'm hard on myself because I feel like for as long as I've been playing, there are things that I should be able to do that I can't do, and a lot of it comes down to I just haven't practiced enough. That's part of the reason I'm streaming my practice, is because I feel like I'll practice more if I'm streaming, whether anyone's watching it or not. But so he does that. He also likes to do noodle around with the side stick and the bass drum thing. You see him, or you have seen him do this a lot. See, I'm struggling with it now. Kind of like that. I'm struggling with it because a lot of it's down to not enough practice, just not as fluent as I could be, just flowing through it with all the rhythms and See, I have to come up with like a groove. The problem is you have to have a groove in your head of what you're going to do. If you're just thinking fills, it's not going to work. Because that's not what it is. Never too late. Plus, the best part of streaming is both career and practice. Well, I'm probably not going to have a career in streaming either. This is more of a hobby. I mean, it'd be nice, but the bottom line is, if you make something a job, it becomes a job. Even streaming. I'm sure you could talk to people who stream for a living, and there's probably days where they don't feel like streaming, but they kind of have to anyway. Or, they fall off the cliff because there's so much going on Twitch, especially right now. If you're partner level and you're trying to keep it going, you kind of have to go a lot because there's too much other stuff going on. Somebody could lose interest real fast. I don't know if I'd want to be involved with that kind of stress. Taking a break from. Do you ever just put guitar backings and just jam? No. What I'll do is I'll look up things I feel like playing. Like a lot of times, I'll go. I'll just pull up YouTube and play along to stuff on YouTube, whatever I feel like doing. If I'm trying to maintain my general chops. Taking a break from GameCube. Just put Teen Titans in. Teen Titans! Some stuff, I like to play along. Here's another weird thing. I like to play along to some Eric Clapton stuff from the 80s. Let me see if I can find kind of a rockish tune called Forever Man. Steve Winwood would be good too. The problem with these guys is that I know some of their tunes, but not all of them. It's like, okay, I know some Eric Clapton, like some of the stuff everybody knows, but then, not all of it.
Bloom, with notes of Manoi blossoms.
It's an ad.
And coconut milk that ignite your mood. True fragrance, crafted only by Glade.
S.C. Johnson.
I'm going to need more of that. Let's put some reverb on there. forgot about the ending. I just like to jam on stuff like that. Gotta go back to sleep. Be lurking, look forward to more drums. Also, this right now is fine. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Jello. Yeah, I know on the other side of the world, I don't know what the heck time it is over there. It's probably late. It's gotta be late or early, one of the two. So, yeah. Have a good sleep, man. All right. Oh, I know what else. Let me turn the reverb off. Oh my gosh, that reverb. Maybe that's too much. That's a little too wet. It's all wet. Yep, I will keep going. I'm not even going 2 hours here. I gotta practice. I feel like I need to practice like 3 hours to really do any good here. Even though my butt's starting to hurt because of this darn throne. My good throne's in the garage. I probably should go get some water though. So I'm gonna go get some water and I'll be right back. I'm not gonna bother putting up my screen there. I'll just. Whoop, what am I stuck on here? Oh, I was stepping on it. All right. Okay, here we go. All right. That reminds me. There's a couple I like to play along to Lowdown as well by Boz Skaggs. It's another good grooving. I don't want the live one. Don't want the live one. That's another ad. That's not the tune. I think Jeff Porcaro played this. Yeah, that's good. What's the other stuff? What else? What else do I like to do? Really, see, I want to see if my audio got removed from yesterday's thing. Was it yesterday or the day before? It was 2 days ago. Does not look like that's what happened. So at the moment, I'm small potatoes enough that I don't think anyone's gonna care about what I do here. They'll probably do something eventually, but better ask forgiveness than permission, maybe. One of the other things I learned from Keith Carlock is this fill he does a lot. And it's an extension of a general thing that a lot of, I don't know if I want to say higher level drummers do, but, where you do a double before doing something else. Something like that, but he'll base it on a rudiment called the paradiddle diddle, where the sticking is right, left, right, right, left, left. Ah, man, I hate the way this hi-hat sounds. Ding, ding, ding. It's got too much of that ting, ting, ting in it. I need to get some, I don't know what that set was called. It was like I don't know if it was a $500 set of hi-hats or something. Whatever it was, I couldn't afford it. So this is what I have. These are quick beats, and they are fine for a while. But they're so shrill sounding, and I'm getting tired of the shrill sound. So I want a set of hi-hats that don't have that. And I think the custom dry hats, or is the custom something or other, custom K maybe. K custom, I don't know, are a lot darker sounding. I feel like that's what I need, but anyway, that rudiment, you can just bear down on it maybe. So what he would say is he bases it on, he'll go two bass drum hits and then do a paradiddle diddle. And then he'll do the 2 single strokes on the toms. Then he'll extend the roll in between. Oh, you just got The Last Guardian? Oh. Yeah, I've heard mixed things about that game. I heard maybe issues with control, something along those lines. But I'm sure you'll like it. Rise, Son of Rome. Oh my gosh. That was like a launch game for the Xbox One, wasn't it? But yeah, it's just extending the roll. And I do that a lot myself right now. I'm trying not to, but sometimes I just can't get away from it. I just can't get away from doing it because there's so many instances where it sounds good. I just can't get away from it. So, I mean, but there's so many combinations of it you can do around the drums, I suppose. I guess it makes sense it's tough to get away from. And it's good. I mean, it's good for a garbage can ending too, you know. It keeps you having you to do this. So you don't have to like single stroke your way across all of the drums, which is something I've never been very good at. It planned for PS3, delayed to PS4. That's right. I remember them showing that off at E3 several years ago. Maybe in 2014, 2015, something like that. All right, so since I struggled with it earlier, I'm going to try some of this side stick groove business. Try to sort this out. Try to think of different patterns or grooves. So, like. So I always have to sing the thing to myself in order for it to come out right. I always have to sing the darn thing. That's so weird how that works. And sing it, not actually counting it, because counting would be absurd. One E into 2 E into 3 E into 4 E into 1. There's something going on every 16th count anyway, so what's the point? You know, unless you want to subdivide it perfectly, play along to a click, but 1, 2, go back to what I did at the beginning. Yeah, maybe I could do a thing where I come off of it. I can do something with the left foot for once. Ah, maybe. It works. It sounds better if you do it faster. It sounds more impressive. If only I could do it. Then it's got it. It's going to translate over to the groove thing. Let's pull this closer. Make this closer without running into it. Here it is again. Today is MLK Day. Yeah, there's not going to be any mail delivered. Maybe it's time to play another tune. Let's see here. I know I've mentioned Huey Lewis. I really do like. Let me see if I can get some verb back on this thing. See, that's just so bad. Let me turn that. Okay, well then, let me go to that. It's Hall Reverb. Hall Reverb. But if I turn the delay down, and then maybe turn up the... I don't know. I'm really not too good at messing with the damping. Turn the gated reverb on. No. See, now I can't hear it. Okay, so maybe I need to go to the EQ and just get rid of this dump here. I do this because it would be appropriate when I go to work tomorrow. Gonna get an Amazon gift card. Ordering some Star Fox t-shirts. Why don't you just order the t-shirts straight away? Do you not have a debit card? So I like to play along with the Huey Lewis's 4 tour, if I can find it. I know it's, and they actually put it on YouTube, so they don't. I mean, his official channel put it on YouTube, so I don't think I can get. I don't think they're gonna strike me for this, because you can get this on YouTube. And nobody, I mean, and it's like it's from them. I think a lot of them are. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. This is not like jazz stuff. Just they're warming up right now. Man. No, that's the wrong one, dude. I'm gonna need more. Oh, yeah, safer with a gift card, I suppose. Need more of the track. Come on. Real quick here. I'm noticing over here on OBS that the signal is really into the red almost all the time. So if it's coming across distorting all the time, I need to know that so I can lower the main mix. I assume it probably is, but I've heard when I watch the VODs, I feel like it's not anywhere near too loud. So I don't know what's going on with OBS levels, but I feel like when it's in the yellow, it's still not loud enough. So I don't know if stuff is distorting and clipping or not. So this next song they do, I don't want to do it. Then they bring in the horns.
Now then, being that this is kind of family night, we all got families out here in the audience.
Yeah.
Now then, being that
All right.
this is kind of family night, we all got families out here in the audience. We're going to dedicate this one to them.
Hit one more time. However they end up. That's a good tune there.
Now then,
I like that one.
most of you probably know already that we're all from right here in the San Francisco Bay Area. Bay Area.
Mm-hmm.
Because guess what? That's right, it's hip to be square.
Whoa! Got a little too much into that one. Okay, the whole thing died there. Just a second. So what we're going to do is we're all going to pray that my computer has not suffered fatal damage. It would appear that it has not. However, okay, good. No damage there. Well, let me check physical damage. Wow. Unbelievable. Got lucky there. Okay. So because I was so hard on this thing, even though I put a fabric on my little holder here for my laptop, it still slid off while I wasn't looking. And that's why everything died. Except the stream. The stream kept going because my stream's being managed by the other computer. However, there we go. However, I lost connection to everything. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I can't just start. I can't just start in the middle of that. And I'm not going to. So let me find the end of that song. There it is. Okay. my grip. Pardon me. You're gonna stream Wind Waker sometime today? Sometime today, Steve. My goodness. Yes, actually, I was gonna stream Wind Waker this evening. Probably at some point after dinner, after I eat. I don't know when specifically. I never know what my wife is going to want to do. Exactly. And the timing of all that. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Anyway, let me turn this verb off. Verb off. That Huey Lewis stuff, that's stuff I kind of grew up with. So I mean, it's not it's not a style I like to play all the time, but it's more the music of it. Because my dad being in cover bands in the 80s, of course, had to play a lot of that, so he had to learn a lot of it. Hey, Rogan. What's going on, man? Optimus has to go, and Rogan comes in. Yes, happy Monday, happy MLK Day. My wife does not have to go to work today because of that. That's why I'm streaming right now. But yeah, I am so lucky. I'm just gonna point this out right now. This right here, this laptop I'm using to not to stream with, but I'm using this to view the stream so I can see the chat, and then also my mixer control is here as well. Dang it. There we go. And, I was playing so hard earlier, the laptop fell completely off of this little table I've got attached to my hi-hat. And really, this hi-hat stand I'm using right now is a little on the rickety side, so that's probably why that happened. But the computer didn't break. Nothing. The computer is fine. So this is an HP Pavilion. So this thing can fall off the table, and I don't even see any physical damage. So there we go. Yeah, I know. I was playing a pretty heavy song and just got a little carried away, and the computer just fell right off the stinking table. Because I was just hitting this thing. I was just like boom, boom, boom. I was hitting it, and as I'm hitting it right now, it slides off. And yeah, I do have fabric. I've got fabric on this thing, but it's sliding off anyway. It's sliding off anyway. Ooh, I just got an idea, I think. Yeah, I think, I just got an idea. Of course, that's how I started the stream. I was just noodling around trying to figure out triplet fills for this 6/8 field. Of course, now I can't do it anymore. Wow, I'm like bugging out now. This is awful. I can't even play the beat now. That's something like what I was doing. I don't even know what count I'm starting that on. I'm all befuddled now. Yeah, I should slow it down a little bit. Whew, yeah. All right, well, I think that's it. That's the stream. Because I'm starting to wear down. Starting to wear down. But I will be back this evening playing video games. And we'll see if I do better at the video games than I do at the drums. So, everyone have a good afternoon, evening, wherever it is you are. And I'll be back later.